Okay, AMC, what's going on? How you doing today? I hope you're having a decent Friday. I know we've had to deal with a whole lot of BS this whole week, right? With GameStop and AMC and corruption, manipulation, right? All in my opinion, right? Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, right? So don't take it as that. Take it for educational and entertainment purposes only, all right? So yeah, I'm just gonna, bring it to you straight today. I don't need to, fluff it up, do nothing. We can see a lot of the stuff that's happening, right? Nobody has to be a rocket scientist to see that they're messing with the price or suppressing the prices. Has to do with the options chain, has to do with market makers, right? Trying to get the max pain, right? That way they can collect the most liquidity, right? So we already know all this stuff, so I'm not gonna use a lot of time right on the videos talking about that. But I'm here for the apes. I'm here for the AMC community, the GMC community, right? Anybody that's in this movement, in this time, and is holding strong, right? Because I know there's some fear out there, but I'm here to try to help you with that fear. Why I'm so confident, right? And always know what you hold. All right, it's real simple. I'm gonna give you some numbers. I brought the whiteboard back right today, just to keep it real simple, just to show you what is possible with this. And I also have, I found this video from another YouTuber that I'm gonna recommend for you guys that puts, a lot of things in perspective and is right there like pretty much proof of what has happened throughout this play right on the graph, right? So I'll link the video down below in the description, guys. I recommend you go watch it. It's an awesome video, right? And I haven't seen anybody else put it like this or talk about the indicator that he's talking about in this way. All right, so it's real simple, guys. I hope you have some great plans for the weekend, right? Get to kick back. Again, like I know we dealt with a lot of BS, but AMC is still up like 20% or 19% for the week. All right, guys. So it's better than sitting at 9, right? But oh yeah, the last point, before we get into the information that I want to make is like, I have people ask me like, how do they keep doing this? How do they keep running the price up? We were at 18, 19, whatever, and they bring it down, right? And now we're back at 15, and it's like, how do they continue to do this? Well, the price of AMC, guys, I've said it before, right? To me, it's not the price of AMC. A lot of the numbers don't make sense. I think AMC should be way above what it is right now, right? So it's kind of like this. I say like when you go to a casino, right, and you're just kind of walking by, and there's machines that have the programs running, right, and you see that it's showing you how it works and what can happen and so on. I feel like that's the same thing because of the algorithms, because of the supercomputers. That's what's happening right now with AMC and GameStop. It's just the algorithms are just controlling it. The true buying pressure and selling pressure is not showing up, right? Because we already know they take our orders and they just park them, they put them on the side and they manipulate it in certain time frames, right? That's why, but sometimes they mess up and they lose control and you see the little price pops, right? And then they have to go back in and short it and update the algorithm, right? So in my opinion, that's all it is. It's just an auto program, right? That's kind of just running. And eventually, guys, because of the amount of shares that are out there, when they go to cover and when they have to close these short positions, that's when we're going to see the true price of AMC, all right? And which is the squeeze, the MOAS, whatever you want to call it, the run, etc. All right, guys. So let's go. Let's Joe. Let's get into it. I got you covered, all right? I'm not here to bring you any fear. I'm just here to bring you some confidence because I want you to know what you hold. So real simple. How many times is AMC float sold over, right? This is for the AMC apes. Know what you hold. Once they cover, guys, we're gonna take off on the rocket ship, all right? And we already know that, all right? So let's see. Just some basic information. You have 516.82 million shares outstanding, supposedly, right? From AMC. That's how many shares AMC issued, right? In the float. 4 million apes are holding. This is according to, the data from Adam Aaron, like that there's at least 4 million apes, right, that are holding AMC shares. And that's, I believe, in the US. Okay. So by now, there's probably more, right? You still hear people get, oh, I got into AMC, right, because of this, or I heard, or whatever. So, and right now is not a bad price, right? In my opinion, I'm not telling you what to do, but it's not a bad price to get in at. So you have 4 million shareholders times 129 shares each. That's the entire float right there, right? So if you have 4 million people that are just holding at least 129 shares or more, right? That's the entire float of AMC, guys. That's already covering the 516 million shares, right? How many apes do you got covered? 4 apes, 5 apes, 6 apes, 7 apes, 8 apes? One of my buddies, he's got almost 2,000 shares, right? Another buddy, he's got 100 shares, right? another buddy of mine has like 600 shares, right? So, I've got about 3 or 4 apes covered, all right? So just take that into consideration. This is not including ETFs. This is not including institutions like BlackRock and so on. Shorts, not including shorts, not including insiders and the FTDs. All right, guys. So that's what I base my conviction off of, right? The numbers and what's going on, not necessarily like the chart or whatever, right? Or dates and none of that. It's because my guess is that the float is sold at least 4 times over. And, do your math, take your guess. I'm saying there's at least around like 2 billion shares floating around. And I will hold until the shorts cover because they have to cover those positions, those synthetics, and so on. The only way we lose, right, is if we leave, if we sell, if everybody starts selling off and they, can give back the synthetics and have them covered cheap, right? That's basically the only way we lose this thing now, in my opinion. So take your guess. I'm saying around 2 billion shares, right? And what I base this off of, what I was referring to, was gonna be this tweet over here. So this girl over here, everybody needs to own, right? Rachel Fit, AMC stock, 4 million times 129 equals 560 million. She's got about 7 apes covered. You go down the list, right? So someone else, I also have about 7 apes covered. I got about 15 covered. I got 5.5 covered. Float is many billion shares and increasing every day. I have 6 covered. I got almost 13 covered. Look at all these shareholders, right? 3 apes covered, 25 covered. There's people out there that got like 5,000 shares, 10,000 shares, guys, right? They maybe got in at $1, $2, $3, super cheap. And we continue to hold, right? Something else I want to show you, right? Found this picture. So, yeah, I'll just show you. I'm not gonna say anything about it. And yesterday, right, continue to get these glitches. AMC Entertainment right here, right? So from Benzinga, there's multiple places this was showed up at. The short interest was reported at 29.21%. All right, that's pretty high, right? We've never seen that information that high. I think the peak was like 24, 23%. So I had someone, they're like, oh, where'd you find that? And it's from Benzinga. So AMC Entertainment, 29.21%. The short interest indicator is produced by Tidal Markets, right? So I just want to point that out, another glitch, right? And let's just look at the chart real quick. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time today on it, but I see why we had this gap down. It's because we had to fill a gap and because we lost this support. All right, so it could still drop all the way to 1460, 1450, but I want to see a bounce either there, because if we don't bounce off the top of this box, we're gonna come all the way back down maybe to here, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people get discouraged when the price goes down, but I've explained to you why I really don't care what the price is. It doesn't matter if it's 18, 15, 12. When they start to cover and this thing just, like I said, skyrockets, that's what's going to count, right? And yeah, so we're still in the green super trend. We're still kind of tracking, right, my patterns that I have drawn up here. They're not perfect, but they're kind of tracking, and we can look to see and kind of guide us. And I assume that we're going to get a bounce, off of here this coming week. All right. And remember, it's T+2, guys, especially with GameStop. I'll tell you about that right now. But it takes once you buy your share, it's not instant, right? Like, depending where you're buying at and all that too. But, it's T+2. It takes up to 2 days for your things, your buys and sells to settle, right? So right now for AMC, we landed 19,000 contracts in the money, 7.6, 700,000. It says we got 10,000 calls in the money and 33,000 puts in the money. But we know why today, right? We saw a pretty good, decent drop. And the SPY also had a pretty red day. Not good. I told you guys, I warned you guys as well, right? I was wrong about AMC. I thought I was going to have a green day, it had a red day. But I also said if the SPY drops, like, it's going to drop back down to the support because the economy's not fixed, guys. Like this little run that we're having right now, right? It's just short term, in my opinion, right? I don't think things are just going to start flipping and everybody's going to be, I don't think we're going to go on a bull run here soon, right? Not anytime soon. So guys, please go check this video out if you're an AMC shareholder. This is going to show you a lot of the manipulation that they do through the buys and sells. All right, I'll play a little clip just to show you guys.
Based on it, right?
So
So
don't even, I'll just narrate it.
I'll
Like,
show you
but you should go watch it. But this indicator he's got here is showing the buys and the sells, and when you move along, he explains this run, the next run, and why most likely, we're gonna see a big pop, because this is the amount of sells that went through. And then when they put some of the buys through in June, that's what, okay, here we go. When they put the buys through in June, that was only this compared to this selling, right? So just this amount of buys took it to 72. And then he goes on and he shows you why he thinks, this thing is going to go parabolic. Here we go. Let's see. He draws it out. Okay. So you see he draws it out based on the information that he found down there, right? So, I'm telling you guys, go check it out. As far as GameStop, we'll just touch on it, right? It's still, I had to adjust some things, right? Regraph, because the price changed, right? So it's currently at 30, 35, 40 around there. And it's the same graph, like I said, they just adjust the prices, but I can see why we got rejected here, right? So because it broke it once, didn't hold it, came even back into the triangle, broke out, and now it's in this channel right here, right? But remember, like I said, it's still T+2. So you won't see any buys or sells, and they're adjusting a lot of things, right? Still with the shares and the split, the options chain and so on. So in my opinion, next week is when we can actually start to see, the test. We're going to come back and test this, I think. And then we'll see if we can make a move, right? Because you would also have resistance at $50. So weird talking like at the prices, right? Because this used to be in the hundreds before the split. So yeah, we're looking for $50 would be, well, the first test would be 40, and then 50 would be the next resistance, right? Incredible, you see 0 shares of GameStop again, and then the fee is what's interesting, right? So this thing was at 30 some percent, and because of the split, it caused some problems already, and you're looking at 124.3% to borrow. That's so expensive, guys. That's insanely expensive. And there's more proof here, right? This is Stoxera. Just want to show you another source. 124%, and it was today, right? So there you go. Like I said, I think they're still adjusting the options chain based on this. I went to Yahoo, but there's no way like all these people would get these gains, right? Like anybody could have came in and bought puts, like knowing that the price is going to go from 100 to 30 or 40, right? Just doesn't, I don't think they get the actual payout. I think it adjusts, right? So they're still working on that, the options chain. I don't think that's the true numbers. So yeah, guys, this coming week, stay alert, pay attention. I know we keep saying this, the AMC community, oh, it's coming, it's here, blah, 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 but there's no dates. Right now, the only thing we got to look forward to, right, for like a true catalyst, I think, is going to be Adam Aaron on August 4th. Whatever the pounce is, he said that he wouldn't announce it until at least, when they announce the earnings. So don't count on him pouncing exactly on August 4th. He could pounce after that, right? Because he said, I will not pounce until the information is released for Q2, right? Guys, so that's what I got for you guys. Of course, I hope you have an amazing weekend. Kick back, right? Don't worry about it, guys. In my opinion, right? We're sitting pretty, we got data, some data, the reported data, but you can do some rough math, right? And you can figure out just what you're holding. I know what I'm holding. So until the shorts cover, guys, I'm holding my MC shares. Okay, so peace.